Now there is another pending video. Yakubu Gowon has made a statement as on the Vanguard newspaper. And my viewers, it depends how patient you are. I'm going to play you that video. Yakubu Gowon, he has spoken again. Obviously, Nigerians were expecting Yakubu Gowon to talk about the fact that the armed S-men killings in Plateau, the one that happened last weekend, 200 human beings in Benue, the one that happened in Enugu, the one that happened again in Abia State. But Yakubu Gowon has supported Nigerians. He don't talk about that. He has spoken about how he loved this country to be one. That Nigerians oneness should not and never be taken for granted. And he does not want Nigeria to be divided. It's on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. And I'm going to show you on the screen. And then, my viewers, you don't want to miss this. I don't want to. There are many information that I have for you. I don't want to miss. So sit back and watch, and then make sure that you interact. If you're watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, all notifications, drop your comment, click the like button, and also share this video. Like and share this video to others. Mr. James the Waymaker, Yakubu Gowon has spoken, former head of state and the youngest in Nigeria. He has spoken. What do you have to say?
We are disappointed from the middle belt for Yakubu Gowon, who's supposed to come and sympathize people who have lost their life in Benue, in Plateau, in Taraba, killing everywhere now. Rather, he come on here and be telling us one Nigeria. Who does one Nigeria help? Instead of Yakubu to come and confess to Nigeria, how British brainwash him, how British use him and dump him at the end of the day. He's telling Nigerians that one Nigeria my food. I've said it time without number that the keeping one Nigeria is still keeping this evil agenda of these people who are now up to 5 million naira, 5 million population to be holding over 200 million population ransom. As we speak now today, it is glaring to everybody a video that is trending online where this Fulani headmen, is it Bayero, said that they will not stop this killing until federal government stop addressing them as a terrorist. Can you imagine this kind of audacity? And that's why people say it is over for Nigeria. Don't forget that America are predicting that Nigeria might not survive more than 2030. As it is now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, by mandate, if Biafra have not come, end it to 2030, Nigeria, we are not seeing Nigeria to proceed more than 2030 as we speak. Because as it is now, killing now is not become worrisome. And let me shock you that in Russia, that are fighting with Ukraine over 3 years now, the killing that have happened under Buhari, under Tinubu government for 2 years now is more than the killing that have happened between Russia and Ukraine. Come to Israel and Israel and Iran that are fighting now. The killing, Somali, the killing that have gone on in Benue, 200 people were died. They were not just died, they were born to ashes. It has not happened between, if you join people who have died in Iran and Israel, it has not. So if you look at all this and somebody is coming and telling you that, oh, what I desire is one Nigeria. One Nigeria, my food. Tell me single advantage what one Nigeria have done to us. They brought in, they brought the orientation of when you finish your university, go and serve. It will make Nigeria to unite together. Has it unite Nigeria? Where was this Yakubu who called the Igbos to come together to form alliance with Nigeria to build one Nigeria? No victor, no vanquish. Ever since then, where are the Igbos? Where did they place the Igbo? Because the British have told them that Igbo must not allow to rule this country called Nigeria. They know the moment Igbo man become president of Nigeria, Igbo man will liberate Nigeria from this suffering of this British we are suffering. Haven't you be enslaved enough? If Nigeria were to be a better place where he desire for one Nigeria, will he run away from Nigeria and go and stay in UK? Him and Buhari who have destroyed this country. So for me, I think it's an elderly statesman, but he needs to do the needful before it will be too late. Just like what IBB did by confessing that Igbos are not the one that planned the coup. The people who planned the coup, they know themselves. The coup planters are being orchestrated by British. Take my word. They all did this thing to keep making Nigeria. It's just like Abraham Traore today has woke up with the template of Mazen Amdekano and putting Macron where he belongs. Monkey they walk, bamboo they chop. That's what is working in Britain. The British people are making Nigerians suffering everywhere. They have enslaved us. And here, instead of you to come and correct your wrong, you have done. You are here to justify yourself. For me, Yakubu Gowon is an elderly statesman, but I have to tell you that from the middle belt where we came from, we don't regard him as any longer because he has messed up with our people.
But then, like we saw last week, when people from Plateau State were at the Indian stand, and we saw them apologizing to the Eagles that that it's not their fault, that it was their forefathers who fought the war against the Eagles. That if it is now that they will never fought further war, but we've never seen Yakubu Gowon still apologize. Should Yakubu Gowon apologize with the way the fighting is going on? I mean, different people from Plateau State, from Benue, I'm talking about Enugu, Abia, different places. It's not time that Yakubu Gowon apologize or warn the S-men to stop coming to his own home state.
The Yakubu Gowon, you say you should want the headsmen to stop coming to Plateau State first, not even the other region. Where is the Yakubu Gowon? Has he not run away? Yakubu run away from his ancestral home because of Fulani headsmen, because he's the major target. If he stay, they go fire him. Make him come back to Nigeria and be telling all these things. T.Y. Danjima 5 years ago, these are the T.Y. Danjima saw. And he told Nigeria, rise up and defend yourself. That the military have compromised. As I speak to you, the video I'm telling you that is trending now, where Nigerian army were with these Fulani men. How can you dialogue with the terrorists? People who have taken upon themselves to fight people. You heard what Bella Ahmed Tinubu is saying. Oh, the Benue governor to go and dialogue with them. How can you dialogue with terrorists? But yet you people refuse to dialogue with the IPOB people. You now see the difference? They refuse to dialogue with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is calling for separation. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is calling for separation, and people who acquire your people, who try should you become terrorists? But they leave these people, the main terrorists who are killing 200 people, want them to artists. They are calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is calling for separation, a terrorist. Can't you see that Nigeria government, they are not ready to end this war? They are not ready to end this insecurity. You are pampering these people to keep on fighting people. So we are saying enough is enough. They should come and play. They should do the needful. Stop this gorilla war they are fighting. People are no longer taking them serious. So for me, the elderly statesman Yakubu Gowon to do the needful before it will be too late. Because it is now, it's already seen his ancestors. If he ends like this without apologizing to Nigeria, apologizing most especially to the Biafra, it's going to be very worse for him when he gets to the place he's going.
We saw former governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom. Like I said, my viewers, stay here. There are many information that is coming up. Just stay here. And then watching the first time, like I said, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, all notifications, and drop your comments, click the like button, and also share this video to others. We saw former governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom, who said, "Is it not time for the Miyetti Allah to declare the terrorists? That even the IPOB that are calling terrorists have not crossed over to other part of Nigeria to kill." I have the video, and I'll show you the video. What do you have to say about that? Is it due to that it's yet time for the Nigerian government to declare Miyetti Allah? I don't want them. They call them armed S-men or Fulani militia or super Fulani S-men. Is it not yet time to call them a terrorist in Nigeria?
Thank you so much for asking this question. The first assignment Buhari is supposed to do is to declare this Fulani Miyetti Allah a terrorist organization, because they have caused more harm than this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Samuel Otom they were beating pushing about. But because Buhari have hatred against the Igbo, he came to unleash the hatred he have against the tribe. That's why he want to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a scapegoat. Look at what the terror these people have committed in Nigeria. As we speak today, there's not any region this Fulani XM, Miyetti Allah have not unleashed their weapon of firing people, destroy people farm, destroy people crop. There's nowhere. Tell me anywhere IPOB member are destroyed apart from Southeast. If we are to be IPOB, we hear that they fire people in other regions. Do you think the whole Igbo will not be leveled? They will be leveled. And these are the reasons Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for separation for his people. If he's not accept us, allow us to go. As I keep saying it, how many numbers are the state of people? They are just such a number because they have been marginalized. They have used politics to share them. to they call what's outside or call the bring some of them to the middle belt. If you minus the 5 states of the southeast, how many is remaining? We still have 31 plus 12 seats. Is it not enough for you to form one Nigeria allow these people go in peace? So for me, the Meiti Allah are the major people that are terrorists. Come to think of it, they are not, many of them are not Nigerians. They are not Nigerians. What we have here, we have the Wazobia, we have the Hausa, we have the Yoruba, we have the Igbo. These Fulani men, they were not in the picture. They are coming from different African countries to come and form here, to come and claim the country that does not belong to them. Under Buhari government, why is Nigeria not asking questions? Why did Buhari pay more attention to the Niger by constructing roads in Niger, buying fleet of cars for Niger, by building school? Rotimi Amechi, who used Nigeria money to build massive railway line in Niger, has it been asked questions? So if you see all these things, you will discover that these people, they are not really Nigerian. Atiku Abubakar have betrayed that is from Cameroon. They came from different African countries to come and sojourn Nigeria. And they make Nigeria, they want to claim Nigeria. Today, as we speak now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu supposed to be glorified. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu supposed to be protected because everything he had reviewed for over 10 years ago, everything has gradually come to pass right now. As we speak now, go to the north. There's nothing like Hausa anymore. Hausa race has been forgotten. The only thing you can remember of Hausa now is their language. If you go now, all the whole presidential candidates that are warming up to become president Nigeria, they are all Fulanis. There's no Hausa. If you go to the north now, all the governors now name me one that is Hausa that's contending. They will tell you Hausa don't go to school. They are not going to school. This thing has been what they have been planning from ages. How to take over Nigeria, to Islamize Nigeria, to tell Nigeria to jihadists, to make Nigeria like Pakistan, to make Nigeria like Yemen. And we are saying it cannot be done. It cannot be done. Why you see the Gowon was used, they used religion to brainwash a Gowon. The most painful part of it that Gowon is a Christian. How did they allow the British to overuse it? So for me, it's already glaring that Buhari messed up with the Igbo. That's why I keep saying it, the Fulefu Southeast leader, what is where the government under Buhari, who could not stand up and challenge Buhari. If you can declare hyper terrorist, what ought to declare Meiti Allah a terrorist organization? So the world is watching, and we know that Biafra now is not a global issue that the whole world is paying attention to.
So now let's also look at this particular angle here. Somebody said, Sergeant Zomeka, before bringing that video, that an attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the North. We saw how Jonathan said Boko Haram has infiltrated his government, and these people are working free. What should be done by Bola Ahmed Tinubu now?
The Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not ready to fight this war because Bola Ahmed Tinubu is thinking about his next election, how to win 2027. And these are the reason of many politicians that have turned this country to this. After the time we talk about that, the people who are close to Bola Ahmed Tinubu need to advise him. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu pursue politics and he did not do the needful, I put in the Yoruba is going to pay dearly for this after Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because when the Northerners come back, they will revenge everything Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing. If they will see me a country by then. So for me, Bola Ahmed Tinubu should stand up and do the needful. As it is now, look at even the Fulani herdsmen, they are more powerful than Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu can tell the governor of Benue State to go and apologize, to dialogue with these people, that's to tell you that even the governor, the president does not have the capacity to silence these people. Come to think of it, see the expulsion have told Bola Ahmed Tinubu because of insecurity in Nigeria. Ever since then, as Bola Ahmed Tinubu have the audacity to step in, he can't do it because he's afraid that if he do it now, they might not vote for him in 2027. But let me remind Bola Ahmed Tinubu and some of his followers that's going to watch this video, whether you do what you need to do or you don't do it, Fulani men will pour speed on your face in 2027 election. It is better you do it now. If it is one tenor you do, you know it's one tenor.
That is Jesse. Sure. And the question of the millions of people that we say between, right from the beginning, if I may, made sure that it is not a war against the Igbos as such, but it is in order to stop the breaking up of Nigeria. Right. Yes, and so what I did, I get a code of conduct. How the operations was to go, etc. And we are not fighting the people. Make sure that we protect them, protect the women, and children, and you will only take up arms against the those who take up arms against you. And honestly, and with the instruction that anything that was done against the population that is not correct would be dealt with. And it is that was done. And it is not millions of people. Now, we tried even to send leaflets to people to be sure that honestly it is not fight against them, but we had to stop the government leading the union, but we have. And even they should not for me to talk that, of course, when the names that I was called at that time, also from the vandal, the whatever it is, there was no name that I was.
It was a propaganda of the war.
Okay, accepted. We used to say, please don't move, don't run away. But of course, they used to tell their people they should run away from those vandals, from those horrible leadership that is going to treat them. And that is how a lot of people lost their lives. And then when we try to say the question of feeding, feeding the people, for example, we used to allow aid to come, but we say let it come to Nigeria and let it be inspected by international people, so that there is no question of weaponry smart might do. And but the other side refuses. So what can you do? We also arrange for the food to be able to be taken in by road and etc. That of course, the other side will jubile. You say no because of either way, Nigeria is going to poison the food. Whether we are afraid of weapons being in there, but of Nigeria will be poisoning the food, and so they will say no to that aid. But and in the end, really a lot of people, it is not from any people killed by gunshots.
Right.
But all the palm trees that I saw when I went to that part of the country, and I saw all those black spots on trees, palm trees, etc. And I was wondering what sort of disease is this on those trees? And someone said, no, those are bullet marks. So most of the bullets were more on the on those trees.
Not on people.
Not on people.
Government come out and criticize and arrest herdsmen carrying AK-47. When are they going to do that? Are we second citizens in this country? What gives Fulani man superior to any other person, to a thief man? I am not their slave. A Benue man is not a slave to any Fulani man in this country. And so federal government must do this. At a point in time, the federal government came out with a policy through the police that even those with license, den guns, double barrel and pump action should surrender to police. How many times have the presidency come out to condemn that Fulani men are carrying AK-47 all over the place? This is not correct. We stand for justice, equity, and fairness. Whatever is happening to a Fulani man should also happen to any other person. That was why I called the federal government to license me and many others to have guns, to have AK-47 too. Because if I have my AK-47, a Fulani man is coming there, he knows that I have and he has, then we can fight each other. But you can't disarm me and arm a Fulani man. This is the point. So this is not right. The federal government is biased, is unfair, the failure in security is caused by federal government. This question of arresting those who oppose to Fulani men. I also heard about the press statement issued by the presidency when the governor of Ondo issued a 7-day ultimatum that the Fulani should leave the forest. The presidency came out swiftly and said that it is wrong for him to say that. But when people are killed in Benue, killed in Ondo, killed in Ekiti, killed in Taraba, killed in Jigawa, killed in Zamfara, killed in all these places by these herdsmen, and they come out, there is one Fulani social cultural